In this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to set up Google Ads for your appliance repair business. We're going to dive in. I'm going to show you exactly how to find the correct keywords to bid on, exactly how much your competitors are paying to appear at the top of the page, and how to avoid the two biggest mistakes that most appliance repair businesses make when they set up Google Ads for their business. Now, if you want to make unbelievably profitable Google Ads campaigns, make sure you don't skip because you might miss something important. But without further ado, let's dive into the video. All right, so the first thing we want to do is start off in the Google Ads dashboard. Now, we're not going to go in and start creating the campaign yet. We want to get an unfair advantage before we start doing this. So we're going to do a little bit of research, which is going to 10x the amount of money that we'll make from our campaigns because we actually know what we're doing. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the left-hand side, go to Tools, then go to Planning, and then tap on Keyword Planner. So we're just going to tap on Discover New Keywords, all right? So what we want to type in here is typically what somebody would search up to find our business. So for us, it'd be like appliance repair near me or washing machine repair near me, just whatever somebody would type into the search bar that should find your business, all right? So we're going to go with appliance repair near me. Now you can plug in multiple different ones, but we're just going to use one right now. And we're going to actually change the location down here. We're going to change this to our closest city, all right? So for me, that's Melbourne. I live in the southeastern suburbs, so we're just going to target that. The reason why I tell you to do this is just so we get the most relevant data or data, depending on what country you live in, but the most relevant data on clicks, search queries, and just everything like that. All right, so we're going to tap on Save, and now we're going to tap on Get Results. Now, the very first thing we want to do is go over to this average monthly searches and just tap on this, right? So what this does is it brings down the most searched keywords per month in that area. As you can see, refrigerator repair near me, that's 1,000 to 10,000 average monthly searches. That is a ridiculous amount of work and a ridiculous amount of shit refrigerators, all right? So what we want to do is we just want to grab all of these different keywords like this, anyone that is relevant to your business. Now, if you want, you can actually have different campaigns based around different services, like one specifically around the word fridge repair near me, or one specifically around washing machine repair near me, right? Doing this will make your ads hyper relevant to what the searcher is searching, right? So if somebody typed up refrigerator repair near me and they saw an ad that was based around just appliance repair in general, or if they saw an ad fully based around refrigerator repair, they're most likely going to tap on the refrigerator repair one because it's literally the whole ad, right? That's how you get really high click-through rates on Google Ads. Now for me, I'm actually going to go through and build this campaign based around appliance repair near me, all right? That specific keyword, because we're going to build out an ad around that. Right? All right, bang, I've grabbed my keywords right now. I've just grabbed about 3 different keywords that are all based around appliance repair because this ad is going to be very specific to when somebody types up appliance repair. Like I just said before, make your campaign specific, right? So it is going to be annoying, but you're going to have to create a campaign for every individual service that you have, just because it'll make it way more relevant than if you just did a catch-all one campaign, right? I want you to make a shit ton of money in your business. This is why I'm giving you the most advanced guide right here. Nobody else will be doing this on YouTube. So please just smash the like button, helps me out heaps. So once you've grabbed the keywords that you want, so once you've grabbed the ones that you're gonna build out the campaign for, we want to look at the top of page, be it low range and high range. Now, as you can see, this is a high range of $5.34 and a low range of $1.36. How Google Ads works is they don't charge you for people seeing your ad. They only charge you if somebody clicks on your ad, right? So if I grab this keyword here, type it into Google search like this, and bang, as you can see, we have multiple different ads off the bat. How you can tell they're ads is because it says sponsored results. So this is an ad, this is an ad, this is an ad, and this is an ad. So these people will only get charged anywhere from $1 to $5 per click if I tap on their ad. That's how much they're bidding to get a click. All right, now obviously I'm not going to click on one of their ads because I'm not an arsehole. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to Google Ads and we're just going to remember the top of page, be low range and high range. And now we're just going to tap on copy and we're going to paste these keywords over into our notes. Once you've done that, you want to go over to campaigns and just tap on it. And we're going to go and create a new campaign, right? So we're finally going to create the campaign that people actually see when they type up, you know, appliance repair near me or refrigerator repair near me, just anything like that. Now, the type of objective that we want to pick is going to be leads. It is by far the absolute best. Everything else here is reasonably shit besides sales, but that's only if you're going to get payment before you actually see the person, right? If that's the case, choose sales, but if you're getting their information, doing the job, and then getting payment, pick leads, all right? Now we have conversion goals, I have signups, page views, and I'm going to put in phone call leads. I have a completely separate free video on YouTube where I teach you exactly how to set up conversion tracking. There's a link in the description if you want to learn exactly how to do it. But for now, we're just going to tap on continue and scroll down to the campaign type. And the campaign type that we want is going to be search. Just like earlier with the objective, basically everything else here is shit besides search. You know, unless we're doing some e-commerce product, shopping would be really good, but everything else is really bad for an appliance repair business. So just go search. Now, the type of way that we'd like to reach our goals will be website visits. So I'm just going to paste in a demonstration website. Now, don't use phone calls because our ads will have phone calls on them anyway. If you select phone calls as the way you'd like to reach your goal, it'll create a phone call campaign, which is absolutely horrible. They never really get many calls or anything like that, okay? And you don't want style visits, lead form submissions. We do want that, but on our website, we don't want to use Google Ads shitty lead forms. So all you want to do here is just do website visits, okay? Now tap on continue and then fill out the name. I'm just going to name this whatever keyword we're going for in this campaign. So as you can see here, I have appliance repair, and then the actual keyword type is going to be phrase, right? You don't understand what that is right now, but it's all good. I'm going to teach you in a second. Now what we're going to do is tap on continue, tap on start new. Now here's the very first mistake that new advertisers make when it comes to Google Ads, and it's this bidding strategy. They start it on conversions when you should start it on clicks. Now, the reason why is because if you don't have conversion data in your Google Ads account, you're going to be spending a ridiculous amount of money for a conversion because Google doesn't know how much it should be spending, right? When you start this on clicks, it trains Google Ads on your own data first without spending ridiculous amounts of money on stupid bids. And then after you've trained it on your conversion data, you can flip it back over to a conversion focused bidding strategy with a target CPA. So you cap it at your average cost per conversion, all right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to have this on clicks and we're going to set it in as a maximum cost per click. This is because we don't want to be spending a ridiculous amount of money just to get a click on our ad, and Google will, all right? If you don't set in this little cap, Google will spend ridiculous amounts of money just to get clicks on your ads, all right? So to save yourself a bunch of money, for me, it was about $5, so we're just gonna set in the maximum cost per click of $5. So this is just literally how much it will spend maximum, all right? It won't spend $5 every click. It will spend anywhere from $1.80 to $5. This just stops it from spending more, all right? Tap on next. What we want to do now is remove Google search partners and display because they're really horrible to track, and if you can't track it, you probably shouldn't spend money on it, all right? What we're going to do now is tap on enter another location and tap on advanced search. Now there's two ways to do this, right? There's the smart way and the dumb way. I'm going to teach you both of them, right? Just because the dumb way is the really easy, short way, you know, if you want to just get something live, right? So what we want to do is we want to type in one of our targeted locations that we want to service, all right? So I'm just going to type in Chadstone like this, and we're going to tap on include. Now, once it takes you directly there on the map, you just want to tap on show all areas and then start manually targeting every little area like this. Now, the reason why you want to do it this way, where you're targeting all the different postcodes or zip codes, is because it gives you an unfair advantage later on when running the campaign. You can do advanced bid adjustments based off locations, all right? So just say Camberwell over here, I get a lot of clients from Camberwell and the ads are really profitable, right? I want to increase my bids in Camberwell and everything like that because obviously that's where the money is. Now, if over here in Box Hill, I don't get many clients, a lot of window shoppers tap on my ads, waste my budget, and they don't really convert, they don't get a quote from me. I want to decrease my bids here because I want to spend less money there because obviously it's a waste of money, right? That's exactly the type of optimizations you want to be doing in your business to make really profitable campaigns. By the way, I have my advertising course linked straight down the description. It teaches you everything I know about Google Ads, Facebook ads, and automating your entire business. Get it if you're interested, all right? Now, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna teach you the dumb way to do this. We're gonna go over to radius, and we're gonna tap on pin mode, all right? We're just gonna dump this huge, ugly pin that targets a massive area, right? You can increase and decrease this. This is if you want to be lazy and you don't want to do the targeting by how I just showed you before, the good way to do it, right? The reason why this is shit is obviously because you can't do bid adjustments because it's just one area. You can't increase bids in areas that are more profitable or decrease bids in areas that aren't very profitable, all right? So this is why I don't recommend doing it with this giant radius. So get rid of that, tap on save, and we're going to go down to the second biggest mistake the new advertisers make on Google Ads, and it's this location options, man. So Google starts you on presence or interest. We don't want this, okay? We want it on presence, people in or regularly in your targeted locations. The reason why is because we only want to show our ads to people that live in our area or are regularly in it. We don't want to show our ads to people who are interested in our area. That is ridiculous and stupid, okay? That is a waste of money. It is a fucking hole in your wallet, all right? You're gonna be burning money by the day. Trust me, I've done it. I made this mistake and I learned from it. So for you to skip it and avoid going through all this nightmare of wasting money on random clicks and people in different areas, make sure to keep this on presence, people in or regularly in your included locations. If you wanna thank me, you can smash like down below, all right? Now, we can go down to the political ads. Ignore this, it's useless unless you're running a political fucking appliance repair. I don't know. It's useless for you. Just tap on no. All right. What we're going to do here is this audience segments. So for me, I'm going to just select all. If you don't have this option, because obviously you're completely brand new, go through browse and just go through and just tap on all these, and you'll get the option to literally just tap on all of them. All right. So what this does is it gives you the ability, once again, to do advanced bid adjustments. I see a lot of gurus out here on YouTube that don't teach people how to do this, and they completely ignore it. And once you look at that, you're like, oh, okay, they're actually shit at setting up Google Ads. So don't take their advice, take my advice here. This gives you an unfair advantage later on, all right? What we're gonna do now is tap on more settings, and we're gonna go to ad schedule. You can run this all day, every day if you want, or you can just do Monday to Fridays or anything like that, just setting your timelines here from when you want to run your ads, right? And this is incredible if you are a business owner that doesn't want to answer the phone on the weekends, right? Now, most business owners I know will end up answering the phone regardless, but yeah, I do find if you run this all day, every day, you will get cheaper leads, but obviously it has that struggle of speed to lead. Since, you know, if somebody submits a form at 12 o'clock at night or something like that, and you're not a 24/7 business, it's kind of annoying because you're not going to get back to them straight away, right? But on the other side, you do get a cheaper lead. Now, if we want, we can go down to more settings again. You can change any of these if you want, like the start dates and everything like that, but I just keep everything the same. I tap on next, I tap on next again. Keyword and asset generation. I don't bother with this because it's an absolute waste of time. And a lot of the time when you use it, it will generate a bunch of garbage in your ad, and then it won't let you publish it later on. It's very annoying. Google is a $1 billion company and they're still messing this up, all right? So to avoid going through that massive headache and not being able to publish your campaign, tap on skip. Now what we want to do here is just paste in our keywords, right? The ones that we got earlier on. So I'm just going to paste mine in like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change these all to phrase match. So I'm going to put these little quotation marks around my keywords, and it makes them phrase match keywords. So to explain this for all you people out there that don't know what the hell I'm talking about here. So there's 3 different types of keywords. There's broad match, phrase match, and exact match. Broad match is absolutely shit. Don't waste any money on it, okay? Right? What broad match does is it just shows your ads to literally anyone searching up something slightly relevant to your keywords, right? Anyone searching up anything relevant to something like this, okay? Now, if you have it on phrase match, your ads will show up for things that are really relevant to these keywords and also the exact keyword itself. And then you have exact match here where your ads only show up for the exact keyword itself, right? In my opinion, I only ever really use exact match or phrase match, right? I never use broad match. It'll just literally waste your budget, okay? Now what we're going to do now is we're going to scroll down and we're going to put in our phone number into our ad. This is literally just where the magic happens. We're literally creating the ad right now, all right? So as you can see here, this is what our ad looks like at the moment. But the blue area is if they tap on that, they'll go straight to your website, okay? And then if they tap on the phone number right here, if they're looking on mobile, they'll actually be able to call your business right from the ad as well. So it's absolutely killer. Make sure to have your phone number in here. Tap on apply. Now we're gonna put in some headlines. The main things in the ad that really actually get people to click on it are the headlines and the descriptions and site links, right? These are the main things. Everything else like display path and call outs and all these other things, they're all pretty useless. So I'm gonna show you the main things. I will still show you the other things, but the main things first, all right? So let's change our headlines. You can add up to 15 headlines in here. You can also pin headlines to guarantee one into a certain position, which I love to do. Google hates it, but who cares what Google wants? I only care about my business being profitable, and Google, unfortunately, does not give a shit. All right, so what we want to do is tap on this little squiggly bracket, and this is a secret keyword, right? Nobody ever shares this on YouTube, so I'm going to share it with you today. So what we want to do is tap on keyword insertion, and we're going to put in one of our keywords right here. So what you want to do here is just put in one of your keywords, right? Appliance repair near me, that's one of the keywords that we're bidding on. we're going to put this on title case and tap on apply. All right. So to break down what this keyword does, let me just pin it real quick into position 1. So to break down what this keyword does is it literally grabs the keywords that you're bidding on, like all of these, and whichever one somebody typed into the search bar, it's literally going to grab that keyword and put it as the very first headline. All right. Now, obviously, when we look at this, we have appliance repair near me, appliance service near me, and appliances near me repair, which is clearly an often keyword that people misspell, all right? I'm just gonna remove that because if that shows up as one of our headlines, it's gonna look dumb because obviously it's just a common spelling error most people do, or grammar error, you know, they just mess up the sentence, all right? So we're just gonna keep it as these 2 keywords at the moment, and there's plenty enough traffic on these anyway, so it's all good. Like I said, you separate all of your campaigns based around all your services or particular keywords, like you'd have a completely separate campaign for refrigerators, right? But yeah, as you can see, it uses the keyword that they triggered as the headline, appliance repair near me. You can't be any more relevant to what the searcher is searching than literally the words that they typed into the damn search bar, okay? So take my advice, man. This is absolutely killer. Like this, when it comes to Google Ads, getting clicks on your ads is heavily related to how relatable your ad is to what they searched. And this is unbelievably relatable, right? It's basically, you know, they're searching for an answer. They put into Google whatever it is and they're searching for an answer, right? And this is how you be that answer. So now we're gonna put in a couple of other headlines just like this. I'm gonna put this into position number 2 as well. So bang, I've just plugged in a couple of extra keywords for you here. So 24/7 bookings, fast and reliable, book a service, local appliance repair, 200 plus happy customers. These type of headlines are focused around, you know, pushing them to get that click. So obviously this one here is a call to action, telling them what you want them to do, book a service. This one here is 24/7 bookings, fast and reliable. It's literally just saying anytime you can call us, right? Which, you know, is unbelievably great. And also pushing the speed of it, fast and reliable. Then local appliance repair, this is just really hitting, you know, the keyword focus again. So we're local to you, people love buying from locals, and, you know, re-saying the exact thing that they typed into the actual search bar, appliance repair. And this one's a social proof angle, 200 plus happy customers. All right, now as you can see up here, my ad strength is poor. Ignore this. You can actually just unpin this and bang, it'll go straight up to average or something like that. Yeah, as you can see, it's just basically how much control you have over Google. And in my opinion, I like to have a lot of control over Google, and I like to really be picky with what headlines I show to people. So I pin my headlines a lot of the time. But this is what our ad is looking like right now. Appliance service near me, 24/7 bookings, fast and reliable. Right, absolutely killer, but we need some descriptions. So let's scroll down to the descriptions down here. You can put in 4 different descriptions. But bang, here's 2 nice descriptions that I've just put in here. I'm just gonna pin this in the first position as well. And we're gonna scroll up and look at the ad. So this is what our ad is looking like right now. Absolutely killer, okay? Absolutely killer. So super relevant to what they're searching, even more relevant right here, pushing the local side as well. Fast, reliable repairs, same day options available, book a time in minutes, honest advice, quality parts, and repairs that actually last, no runaround. Absolutely killer ad. This would print money, all right? Then we have the site links down here. I'm gonna show you exactly how to put in the site links. But as you can see, oven repair and service. So if they're looking for that particular service, they tap on that. Or if they had, you know, washing machine over here, they probably tap on that as well. So let's scroll down and continue on. We can actually go to the images as well and add in some images. I recommend doing this. A lot of people won't have this right now unless they've been running ads for, you know, a couple of weeks and spend a little bit of money. The option will come in. But for right now, we're just gonna add in some photos just like this, all right? So preferably, I wouldn't really use stock images because they just scream scammy and shit. But it's all we got right now. If I was you, make sure to have actual photos of you doing the job. It's way better, all right? So I'm just gonna save those and add them in. Now I'm gonna scroll down, put in your business name, put in your logo here, and then here's different site links. So all you need to do is just tap on a site link like this. It should auto do this with your website, which is really great. But if you don't have them, you just tap this little plus button and add in a site link. Like, all you got to do is just send them to different pages on your website. So I could have a page that literally is just based around a client form, so they can just book right now. I can have the site link saying book now, and as you can see, they'll see it right here. And then just have the URL going to that landing page, right? So just put in the link to that page. These are really great to do. Google will show about 4 of these at a time. So just go through and make around 4 of them, and then just tap on create. Now I'm gonna scroll down. We can put in callouts. These are just snippets at the very end of the description. As you can see, I'm just gonna use this one here and it's going to pop up just like that, right? I personally don't use them that much because they don't make that much of a difference. A lot of people try to just jam as much stuff into their descriptions as possible to make it look as big as possible, but it doesn't really change conversions if the words or things that you're putting in aren't that good, or they're just repeating the same thing, all right? So what we're going to do is tap on more assets, put in a promotion if you've got promotions. I honestly wouldn't really use anything here. If you were going to use pricing, I'd probably put it in the actual headlines rather than here. And for lead forms, you don't want to use Google's lead forms because they're really bad. You get a bunch of really shit leads, right? But this is the ad, guys. It is basically done. We're going to scroll down now to save, and we're going to tap on next. And we want to put in our daily budget. Now, what I recommend is grabbing your maximum cost per click, which for me was around $5, timesing that by 10 clicks, all right? So 10 times 5. So that would be $50 per day. The reason why I recommend timesing your maximum cost per click by 10 is just because it guarantees 10 clicks minimum per day. Obviously, it'll be more like 15 to 20 clicks per day because not every click is going to be $5 exactly. But this is plenty enough traffic to get a few jobs per day, all right? Especially if you've got a good converting landing page, like 20 to 30%. You know, on a bad day, that's around 2 to 3 quotes per day, all right? So we're gonna tap on next now, and it's gonna check for some errors, and it's gonna confirm that it's you. I recommend going over, confirming that it's you, because then you'll get the ability to publish a campaign. For me, I'm not going to because this is just demonstration. We're not actually gonna go live with this campaign, but I do wanna tell you, ignore this bidding strategy thing here, how it says it's got a little warning sign. Don't stress about this, right? It's because we've got it on clicks instead of conversions. Remember, this is what we want, okay? This is exactly what we want. So do not stress about this at all. Once you've confirmed that it's you, you get an ability to publish the campaign right up here, and then also another one down here. All right, that's been the entire video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you're doing that unfair advantage in your appliance repair business, there's a link in the description to my advertising course where I'll teach you everything I know about Google Ads, Facebook ads, and automating your entire business. Go check it out.